Hello everybody. Bentar ya. By the way, gue habis dapat kode nih, dari PlayStation Death Stranding Director Cut. Bentar, gue redeem dulu ya teman-teman ya. Bentar, gue redeem dulu nih. Kalau gue nyalain, nanti kalian kelihatan. Bentar guys, gue redeem dulu ya. Bentar ya guys. Oke. Let's go everybody. Boom. Oke, halo Alvin, welcome. Wih, 13 bulan ya. Gokil. Gila, gue baru aja dikasih sama PlayStation kode Death Stranding Director Cut. Thank you banget untuk PlayStation. Gue shout out dulu pertama-tama ya temen-temen ya. Thank you tim PlayStation Asia sudah memberikan kode Death Stranding Director Cut. Dan gue gak tahu sih gue bakal mainin atau gak ya. Karena sejujurnya saya tidak begitu ngefans banget sama game ini temen-temen ya. Karena mostly kayak cuma jalan-jalan doang gitu. Tapi ada foto modenya sih. Boleh lah, ntar kita coba-coba lah teman-teman ya. Tapi karena harddisk gue lagi cekak teman-teman, gue mesti ganti harddisk PS5 dulu nih kemarin karena gue habis install FIFA 2022, Kina Breath of Spirit, Lost Judgment, jadi terus Tales of Arise, yang dimana belum pada gue kelarin, belum gue tamatin, jadi mau nggak mau gue harus tahan dulu lah ya, itunya ya. Oke. Headphone-nya kemana bang? Nih pakai headphone. Ya gue lagi pakai kayak gini. Ini ada sih, tapi gue kayak ngerasa nggak nyaman pakai ini mulu gitu ya. Tapi gue mau coba pakai AirPods-nya aja lah ya. Alright, so hari ini kita bakal melanjutkan lagi Lost Judgment, teman-teman. Selamat datang semuanya. Gue sapa dulu. Aditya Giri Suseno, Ahmad Kondele, Arkandava, ada Rino, ada KS, ada Adela Marshanda. Hello Adela, welcome back Adela. Adela kemarin nontonin sampai malam ya, luar biasa ya, sama teman-teman yang lain mungkin sampai malam juga. Kalau nggak dipakai sih, tapi gue ini kan keringetan mulu ya teman-teman ya. Gue tuh sebel gitu. Kalau keringetan tuh kadang suka, sorry teman, bau gitu. Terus dia si Logitech ini tuh dia belum ada ininya teman, belum ada apa namanya penggantinya gitu loh, kayak busanya yang bisa kita beli buat ngeganti G733-nya ini. Jadi agak sebel aja gitu. Tapi ini juga mati-mati mulu lagi headsetnya. Kita pakai ini aja. Ntar guys, gua coba deh pakai ini. Ntar. Coba guys. Coba. Alright. Loh. Oke. Ganteng bener bang abis gunting rambut. Lah aku kemarin kan juga kayak begini, Babang Randy. Ada AC-nya, tapi nggak tahu nih AC gue kayaknya rusak deh. Udah tampilan baru aja bang, biar rasa beda. Ya. By the way teman-teman, gue juga mau shout out kepada thumbnail maker gue. Jadi kalau kalian tadi lihat ini yang di bagian opening screen ini gue minta jasanya dari salah satu viewers gue, subscriber gue juga, namanya Agan teman-teman, dan which is dia juga nge-YouTube sih by the way. Dia nge-YouTube, channelnya namanya Agan juga ya kalau nggak salah ya. Jadi thank you banget, gue suka banget dengan thumbnailnya. Thumbnailnya clean, nggak perlu banyak tulisan, jelas maksudnya apa, gamenya jelas, apa yang mau di-highlight juga jelas. Gue suka banget, thank you Agan. Dan beberapa nanti thumbnail gue juga bakal mostly seperti ini teman ya. Tapi si Agan belum jadi moderator di gue ya kan. Oke. Right, hari ini kita lanjutkan lagi ya. Kita lanjutkan lagi bersama detektif Yagami yang sedang mengungkap kasus pembulian di sekolah, teman-teman ya. Sekolahnya namanya Sugiur. Apa sih namanya kemarin? Nama sekolahnya? Gue lupa lah nama sekolahnya. Pokoknya intinya pembulian di sekolah. Masih mencari bagaimana cara untuk mengungkap pembuliannya agar semua orang tahu. Kalau kemarin sih yang di part 2 kita naruh kayak speaker di bawah meja-meja anak muridnya ya, karena ketika anak-anak muridnya ada yang dibully, teman-temannya itu yang ngelihat, which is yang bukan lagi ngebully, ngeliatin orang yang dibulinya itu pada nggak mau lapor gitu ya. Nah mungkin dengan adanya speaker itu kita bisa berpura-pura seakan-akan yang ngebully itu akan dilaporkan, teman-teman. Nah seperti apa, kita cobain aja langsung ya. Nah chapter 1 namanya Black Sheep, teman-teman, berarti kambing hitam, teman-teman ya. Kalau di Indonesia kan berarti mungkin chapter 1 ini membahas tentang kambing hitam, teman-teman. Yang dikambing hitamkan, siapa yang kambing hitamkan juga saya juga tidak tahu gitu. Serio High School, yes. Alright, baru mulai bang, iya bang Acit juga baru mulai. Kita enjoy aja teman-teman, nyantai. Awal-awal pertama masih pakai facecam, nanti kalau udah lelah dengan banyak teks kita selondoran teman-teman kayak kemarin ya. Alright guys, by the way kemarin teman-teman, gue lagi off stream, gue nyobain salah satu mini game di Lost Judgment ini, ada yang baru, namanya ini Heaven Golf teman-teman. Kita bisa main golf ya. Gue lupa deh antara ini tuh baru atau enggak, tapi kalau nggak salah dulu gue nggak bisa main golf, tapi di sini gue bisa main golf. Dan gue suka banget dengan golfnya ya. Kita bakal cobain aja deh. Gue mau ngasih tahu dulu ke kalian nih ya. Duh, di situ ada berandalan lagi. Tuh berandalan tuh nyebelin banget deh. Terus juga sebentar. Kemarin gue udah naikin skill belum ya? Belum ke save nih. Oke, gue naikin skill dulu. Di sini gue pastinya gue butuh boosting health sih, belum perlu banget ya. Gue lebih pilih boost attack biar lebih sakit. Terus juga battle bonus sih oke sih. Tapi gue mau pilih ability aja, karena yang sering gue pakai itu adalah crane, yaitu tendangan. Jadi gue bakal lebih invest di crane mungkin ya. Walaupun kemarin gue lihat di kolom komentar video yang pertama bilang katanya snake ini OP gitu. Tapi gue ngerasa snake pukulannya nggak sakit gitu, harus main peri terus gitu ya. Jadi mungkin gue masih pakai yang crane aja. Gue bakal pakai crane, become immune to knockdown during EX boost. Gue pakai nimble strike belum bisa, not enough. Skydancer bullet paste, projectile counter, Skydancer air wall. Jump in the direction using Skydancer. Hold L1 and press L while tilting L. Crane hidden arcs increase your attack speed after evading an enemy attack. Harus nge-evade berarti nih. Gua nunggu dulu deh sampai 5000 deh. Sayang soalnya. Lebih bagus yang 5000 soalnya. Ya. Kaki lebih berdamage, dan iya gue juga suka kaki tuh lebih gesit ya. Oke, kita main golf dulu ya teman-teman ya. Macet mau tunjukin nih, kita bisa main golf nih guys. Right. Kita main golf, return. Ya, ini game Judgment yang baru, Dewan Buana. Dulu nggak banyak minigamenya, mungkin karena mapnya juga nggak banyak. Iya ya, karena di sini ada Yokohama, yang which is mapnya tuh gede banget yang di Yokohama. Nah, ini nih. Welcome. Harganya 1000 yen, teman-teman. Ya, which is kalau di Indonesiain sekitar berapa ya? 150.000, teman-teman. Main golfnya ya. Oke, saya mau main closest to the pin. Bayar. Beginner. Baru dibukanya beginner, teman-teman ya. Ya, ini R1 toggle left forehead, cancel begin stroke. Nah, main golfnya gini, guys. Nah, by the way nih, kemarin banyak yang request ya, Bang, pakai bahasa Jepang aja deh, Bang. Ya udah nih, sekarang hari ini gue bikinin bahasa Jepang ya. Ini pakai bahasa Jepang nih sekarang ya. Tadi dia ngomong sa ikoka gitu ya. Biar kalian nggak ada lagi nih yang minta-minta lagi nih. Nah, ini simple banget. Ini anginnya 0, kalian bisa lihat. Gue tinggal arahin ke sini, angin 0. Gue harus pas di yang tanda markingannya itu. Kita lihat guys. Hole in one nih. Hole in one fix.
Yes.
Thank you Adam. Hole in one coy. Hole in one. Oke, ini angin 1 berarti mundurin dikit kali ya. Nah, segini sih oke sih. Anginnya 1 soalnya. Sip. Sip. Hole in one. Wah!
Yes.
Anjay, kecepetan. Angin, aduh, ya Allah. Jumawa sih lo, Cit, goblok. Gak boleh Jumawa, Cit. Anginnya 1 ke kiri, berarti ke sini, guys. Sip. Aduh, kelebihan lagi.
Yes.
Gila, masuk lagi, guys. Parah fix, parah fix. Anginnya 0, angin 0 enak nih. Kalau angin 0 tuh arahin aja ke hole-nya langsung, guys. Nah, set. Iko yo. Sip. Itu anginnya ke 0, Bambang. Waduh, ditipu angin kah? Oke, ini. Oh, anginnya 2 ke belakang, berarti agak majuan dikit. Lebihin. Sip. Yos, iku yo. Anginnya 2 ke depan, berarti agak kurangin biar hole in one. Segini kali ye. 36,8 yard. Berarti segini boleh. Aduh, kelebihan lagi gue. Masuk dong. Ah, kan kelebihan kan?
Yes.
Alright. Oke, 3 lagi nih, teman. Seru sih ini untuk main golf ya. Angin 3 mungkin kira-kira segini kali ya. Segini. Hip. Ya Allah, cheat.
Yes.
Sobat, angin 3-nya cuy. Angin 2. Gak susah guys kalau angin-angin gede guys. Angin-angin gede susah. Ya salah gue. Udahlah ya. Jauh lah gitu. Gagal deh.
Oh shit.
Ini angin 3. Bisa gini sih. Tip. Ya Allah. Ya udahlah. Di tempat Bang Acit udah bebas karantina ya. 3. Satu lagi nih guys. Last. Kelebihan lagi gue. Aduh, gagal lagi. Yakuza 7 ada golf ya? Kalau Judgment baru ini soalnya. Oke. Nah, kita dapat kopi teman-teman ya, premium Boss kopi, dapat Suntory Green Tea Lemon, dapat sake, dapat equipment EX1 teman. Oh, nice. Tidak sefrustasi itu ngakan. Ngambil ini ya, ngambil boneka ya. Ya, by the way kita dapat item, berarti gue bisa nambahin apa tuh? Defense plus 5, increase X ghost charge rate by 3%. Alright. Boleh lah, lumayan lah. Yuk, sekarang kita ke misi ya teman-teman ya. Kita lanjut story-nya teman-teman. Nah, jadi seperti itu tadi teman-teman. Untuk golebnya ya. Kalau kalian udah capek dengan misi-misinya, kalian bisa main goleb. Oke, kita disuruh balik ke Yokohama 99. Balik ke kantor, gue mending naik taksi aja. Dan lucunya di sini teman-teman, bisa ditabrak sama mobil guys. Lihat nih guys. Aduh, ampun mamang. Sian bet dia ya. Bang, taksi bang. Antarkan saya bang ke sini bang. Mana paling deket bang? Di mana tuh? Korean bukan. Ini deh, Red Light District. Girls, adanya Bar District. Ijin Street. Ya udahlah di Ijin aja lah. Animasinya lebay banget ya. Padahal ditabraknya juga pelan anjir. Goblos. Here we go. Jatuhnya kayak alay. Salah gue. Right. Langsung barbar misi agar cepet tamat atau jalan-jalan explore? Tergantung sih, tergantung kalau lagi pengennya apa ya.
しかしターボーが変態で捕まりかけるとはな。そんなドジ踏まないって俺は。
Tuh kan?
いじめっ子連中はいい君だったね。もっとギタギタにしちゃってもよかったんじゃない？そしたらもう幸田さんもいじめられないし。
何でも拳で済ますんじゃないよ。
gue.
それでよしとしてんじゃ、もうこの手の依頼は来ないね、杉浦君。
八神さんがそれ言う？
するとやはりあそこで仕掛けたスピーカーたちがものを言うわけですか。
ああ、期待通りに行くといいんだけど。まあやることやったんだろう。
Mending Inggris bang, mendingan Inggris kan? Kalian setuju yang mana dah? Sekarang kalian yang pilih dah, mendingan Inggris atau yang Jepang? Kalau gue sih prefer Inggris ya. Gak tahu kenapa ya, lebih suka gue Inggrisnya di sini. Aduh. Gue juga suka kalau Inggris tuh, kalau yang Jepang gue suka lupa ternyata habis ngomong apa gitu kan. Inggris. Itu Inggris ya. Nah, kalau Inggris gue bisa keluar dulu deh, kabar guys. Inggris lah. Kalau udah Jepang harus baca teks, suka malesin. Nah, ya kan? Kita mendingan kelas bahasa Inggris cuy. Gue harus keluar game ya dong. Bisa nggak sih? Nggak perlu keluar game ya. Spanyol bang. Audio language, English. Ya udah English aja teman-teman. Jepang lemes amat kayak tempe mendoan. Lost makna gitu kalau dialog Jepang. Mending suara Takoyaki murah. Tim Inggris nggak bisa bahasa Jepang katanya. Udah kita ganti. Jadi ya kan aneh kan, malah aneh kan. Gua nggak tahu kenapa game ini tuh lebih keren bahasa Inggris daripada bahasa Jepang ya. Aduh. Continue. Yuk. Di gamenya ada motor atau sepeda. Adanya skateboard ya. Yuk kita rest dulu ya. Yuk. Gamenya nggak ada di PC ini, eksklusif PS doang. Kalau bahasa Inggris tuh bisa sekalian kita tuh latihan listening ya teman-teman ya. Jepang cocoknya di game waifuable. Oke, time to go to Seiryo Hike and put an end onto the billing. Oke, berarti hari ini kita akan menyelesaikan kasus pembulian teman-teman. Kasus pembuliannya kita selesaikan sekarang juga. Oke. Oke, kita ke daerah sini. Kalau naik taksi mulu boncos kali ya hidup gue ya. Gak apa-apa lah biar cepet guys. Tapi ada skateboard sih. Ya gila lu, nggak usah kayak orang susah. Taksi. Kayak orang susah. Berapa? 500 yen doang kan? Baru mulai Stephen. Bang Acil lagi pakai liquid muffin enses, modnya pakai Hexom V3. Oh, banyak anak sekolahan Jepang, guys. Aduh, ini kawaii banget sumpah enggak bohong. Teme. Weh, santai dong.
Yo. So, are you gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Don't you have anything more to say than that, Koda? Get your ass up.
Aduh,
Come on. Matsun's really not in the mood to deal with your shit today.
Mats.
I'll just eat lunch here, okay?
Huh? You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
Jahat banget anjir.
We told you to get your ass up, you little slut. Oh, maybe you've started fucking guys on your lunch break now?
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Enough. Get your ass up.
Get your ass up.
What's the fucking holdup, Koda? You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So slow. I can't fucking stand you.
Well, damn. So much for my appetite. You guys are making me sick.
Oh.
Hey, who the fuck said that?
Jadi itu gunanya speakernya,
Making you
teman-teman.
sick, huh? You guys talking about us?
You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Oh, keren.
Yeah, I've about had it with you punks. This shit's getting old.
Wih, keren.
Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
Unfucking believable.
Wih,
that it takes
keren,
30
keren,
to do the
keren.
job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Koda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Koda-san? Just ignore these losers. How low can you go? Calling someone a whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right?
Weedy.
Let's hear it for the picture of purity over here.
What the hell?
Oh, let's go.
She can dish it, but she can't take it.
Oh, gila merinding gue. Keren banget ini.
What?
What the fuck, man? If you wanna talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Wih.
Yeah. You know what, guys? It's true. You guys just need to
Ayo, berani.
leave her alone.
Yes.
He's totally right. What's your problem?
Oh, let's go.
Do anything wrong, guys?
Exactly. So back off Koda-san already.
Stop acting
Oh,
like little
keren
punks.
banget.
Get the hell out of here.
When you guys go into lunch, go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would
Oh,
you?
keren.
Toss him out.
What the hell is going on here?
Mampus lu. Mampus, guys. Ketik mampus, guys.
Let's just go.
Ketik syukurin, ketik mampus, ayo. Di chat, guys. Let's go. Biar orang-orang yang ngebully ini tahu biar dapat pelajaran yang gebugin ya, guys.
I've never seen those kids band together like that.
They all
Wow.
knew what was going on in there now. It can be hard to speak up even when you know something happening right in front of you is wrong. Not so different from adults, right?
Yagami-san, was everything we just witnessed part of your plan?
It's just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's three things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. One, if no one else acts, it must not be urgent.
Oke.
Two,
Oh.
if no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And three, if I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself. The result? Everybody stands there and nobody takes action.
Oh, harus dipancing
I just
dulu
figured if
ya.
I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act.
Gila. Dari baca
Penguins
buku,
are the
cuy.
same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after him.
The first penguin, you say? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery. I've heard it said that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
So for Yagami-shi, that would mean your voice was the first penguin in that classroom.
Yes.
I can't say for certain this resolved your bullying problem, but here's hoping it's at
Enggak,
least a
Egi.
good first
Pakai
step.
Inggris lebih enak didengarnya. Yes.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
Aww. Duh, bawang nih, ada bawang nih, banyak bawang nih di sini. Aduh, ya Allah. Right. Kita berhasil nih harusnya ya. Satu kasus.
What do you say we monitor the situation for now? Might not be wise for adults to intervene just yet.
I suppose your plan has worked out for the better. But it should be teachers and administrators handling these matters, not detectives.
You know what? I couldn't agree more.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Duh, ibu guru. Kaito. Ya, Kaito ngeliatinnya serius banget Kaito anjay.
Oh, come on, man. Lighten up a little. You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street trying to meddle in academic affairs.
Well, then, I apologize on her behalf. But Yagami-san, that was some magic you worked there. Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite a bit from what you did.
Guys, kalau ntar ada yang nanya di chatting, mohon maaf nih, minta tolong bantuin ya. Takutnya Bang Acit nggak ngebaca chatting, ada yang nanya, teman-teman, gue minta tolong bantuin ya, jawabin ya. Kasusnya ini lagi kasus pembulian.
Good stuff, Yagami-san. Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Huh?
Halo Bang, halo Ahmad Revi. In the law office, oh man, I forgot to tell them we went to Yokohama. Waduh, ditelepon sama Pak Anzai.
Sorry, I have to take this.
Ada apa ini?
Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shirosaki.
Oh.
Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Ada apa nih Shirosaki?
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
No.
Listen, sorry-san. I'm a little busy. I don't know if I can take a rush job at the moment. We aren't even in Kamucha right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Serio High School. Sorry-san?
Hey?
You there?
Serio High? Somewhere near Ijincho? Is that the school?
Have you heard of it?
A college-age student teacher from that school went missing about 2 months ago.
Oh.
It was all very sudden.
Huh. I think I heard something about that, actually.
Jangan-jangan
He himself was a Serio High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ijincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police have just released his identity.
Ini gurunya, teman-teman.
Moments ago.
This is gonna end today?
Thing is, someone else knew Mikoshiba was dead before the police even confirmed it. A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery. He was caught and arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
So if I have this right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body.
Okay.
It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer-turned-groper. more than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home.
Oh,
He was a
anaknya.
student at Seiryou High at the time. And the way Ehara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge?
Oh.
In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ehara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise, the cops would have pinned him as suspect number one.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ehara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder, because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryou High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does this mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it. No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
Nice. Alright. Jadi kalau tadi dari ceritanya, kalau Bang Acit nggak salah nangkep, kalian nanti boleh juga benerin kalau gue salah. Jadi yang lagi diurus sama si Saori itu gimana ya? Disangka atau enggak dicurigai kayaknya bisa membunuh si gurunya yang ditemukan di gedung kosong itu ya. Nah, mereka itu ternyata berdua sekolah di Seiryou gitu. Ya, harusnya seperti itu ya. Oke.
Ijincho, Yokohama. A harbor town where rotting secrets rarely stay
Dan ternyata ini guru yang di Seiryou.
The deceased was a student teacher.
Gua kira gurunya nggak berkaitan dengan yang pertama gitu ya, beda kasus ya. Ternyata masih berhubungan dengan sekolah ini, cuy.
Who had vanished from a high school Yagami was investigating. Yet the linchpin to this case, a police officer named Ohara, was arrested for a different crime, a train groping that shocked the nation. Upon hearing the verdict, Ehara gave the court an ominous revelation, that the son he had lost was avenged.
Oh, anaknya yang ngebunuh si gurunya ya? Atau iya kan tadi kan? Sekolahnya rusak banget sih anjir, udah nggak usah sekolah di situ sih. Oblos.
Before I go all in, can we go over the defendant's profile? That way I'll have something to work with.
Sure. Akihiro Ehara, age 53, senior officer with Tokyo PD, convicted of sexual battery. He'd been stationed in Shinjuku and lived alone in Tokyo. That is, until his arrest.
Okay.
Lived alone? Unmarried then?
His wife moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son Toshiro started at Seiryou High. Toshiro-kun ended up taking his life in his third year. That's 4 years ago if you're counting.
Ya, anaknya Ehara yang bunuh diri, gurunya dulu
Apparently his wife
ngebully.
wanted nothing to do with him from that point on.
Bapaknya
That's it
dong
for
berarti ya?
personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ehara's maintained his innocence. We've had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution has plenty against
Harus
him.
dicatat sih.
Security camera surveillance, eyewitness footage, even trace evidence gathered on scene.
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes.
Biar gua nggak
Although
lost
some of
gitu
it
loh
was edited for
ceritanya.
privacy or length, but it painted a clear enough picture.
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front of you.
True.
And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ihara flew off the handle or something?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Your Honor, in a warehouse about 3 days ago, a body turned
Iya,
up
dia
in Yokohama.
dicurigai balas
The
dendam.
body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba.
Bener.
4 years ago, this man took my son from me by dragging
Sama-sama, Bang Aceh juga suka lupa nama Karin. Harus dicatat ini.
Ihara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba had bullied his son, and to get his justice, he even took Seiryo High to court. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was no substantial evidence of bullying.
The chairman mentioned that the lawsuit, I'm sure Ihara wasn't thrilled with the verdict. Apa jangan-jangan chairman-nya lagi yang ngebunuh? Atau gurunya ya kan? Gurunya yang cantik tadi yang ngebunuh jangan-jangan. Karena dia ngerasa kayak nggak seneng banget gitu. Ya kayaknya kita mesti catat deh teman. Nanti ya habis ini kita catat ya teman ya. Gue mesti gue catat
dig into the court record of that case to see if there's anything of value.
Sounds like I'm on deck then. I've got someone involved in the case right in front
Biar
of me.
nggak kabur kita.
The chairman of Seiryo High himself.
Are you talking about me?
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet.
Oke,
So please don't go around talking
Mikoshiba
about it,
murder hasn't been made up
especially at
public.
the
Oke.
school.
Jadi
The
belum
Kanagawa
dibikin
police
publik
will
teman-teman.
investigate the school soon enough. And if they find
Karena
out
belum
everyone
diinvestigasi
already knows,
juga katanya sekolahnya.
They'd show us the door, lock it behind them, then probably charge us with obstruction.
Exactly. Oh, and before I send you Mikoshiba's photo, there's one last thing you should know.
What's that?
Ihara's ruling was the day before yesterday. That means we only have 13 more days to potentially file an appeal.
Kita cuma punya waktu 13 hari teman-teman. Sirak, we need to file to appeal in order to show the court of dissatisfaction with the verdict. Okay. But if we don't appeal in 2 weeks, the court will assume we have nothing to left a good and process defendant as charged. Okay.
If we don't make our move, Ihara will walk out of court with a sex offense charge and a minor slap on the wrist. And once his case is closed, it would take a miracle to get it reopened, even if there had been a critical oversight.
Right.
I'm sorry to give you a time limit instead of a viable solution.
Don't worry. I'll have to make do. For now, let's just keep in touch.
Thanks, and good luck.
Yo, what was that about?
Sorry. Give me one more sec.
Siapa lagi tuh? Oh, ini Hiro Mikoshiba. So this is Ihara said will be found dead. Oh. Oke, bentar gue catat, gue catat notepad. Gue catat ya teman-teman ya. Start. Case. Yang mati di awal itu namanya Hiro Mikoshiba. Biar nggak lupa gue, Hiro Mikoshiba. So this is the guy Ihara said will be found dead. Yang disangka Ihara tuh bapaknya teman-teman ya tadi ya, bener kan? Ihara bapaknya bukan guys? Mirip Takuya Kimura yang di Long Vacation, iya kah? Pelakunya pasti nggak jauh-jauh. Kayaknya sih. Ihara siapa ya tadi guys? Lupa gua. Bapaknya sih harusnya, bapaknya. Ya, Ihara bapaknya. Yang disangka Ihara bapaknya ditemukan mati. Nah, oke. Dan kasusnya belum diurus oleh kepolisian. Baik. Hiro Mikoshiba itu yang bunuh anaknya Ihara, bapaknya bang. Oke. Ini ya. Ehara dicurigai membunuh guru sekolah Serio ya tadi ya. Dah. Ini benar ya. Jadi yang mati di awal adalah Hiroko Mikoshiba yang disangka Ehara, yaitu bapaknya, ditemukan mati. Dan kasusnya belum diurus oleh kepolisian. Dan si Ehara ini dicurigai membunuh guru sekolah Serio karena anaknya ditemukan mati karena kasus pembulian. Gitu. Macit doain gue bisa nikah sama doi akhir tahun, amin. Wah, yang nggak dicurigai melawan aksi balas dendam melawan pembunuhan. Ehara bisa jadi sengaja bikin kasus grepe-grepe untuk nutupin. Gue feeling gue juga gitu, psikopsi. Jadi si Ehara itu disengaja dia bikin kasus grepe-grepe biar ditutupin supaya dia nggak disuspek sebagai kasus pembunuhan ya. Tapi kenapa dia speak up? Kan itu tidak masuk akal gitu. Masih chapter 2 sudah pada membuat teori. Alright, kalau gitu lanjutin lagi teman. Let's go.
Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
Okay, new environment harassment at senior station, evidence update, harassment senior station, personal internet update, harassment senior station. Okay, vicious cycle, incident harassment. Alright. The report of the element is by the fiber return on him of fiber victim underwear. Okay. Supaya kasusnya segera diungkap mungkin, maybe. Mungkin biar kasus anaknya ikut keangkat juga. Oh, bisa jadi sih biar cepet gitu ya. Tapi kan bukannya kesannya jadi kayak bunuh diri gitu loh. I mean kayak jadinya ya dia membuka gerbang nerakanya sendiri gitu loh. Dengan nanti ada detektif yang nyari-nyari dan lu kan bisa ketangkep jadinya boy. Si bapaknya ini. Gila, mulai teori-teori liar kita mulai beraksi guys ya. Masih chapter 2 cuy. Bapak ya pelakunya ya Pak ya. Bapak sebenarnya pembulinya ya Pak ya. Feeling gue kayaknya si gurunya deh cuy.
May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
Rama Felipe, sure welcome back to Popo Powers.
The thing is, where to start?
Kayak guru ceweknya nih pasti ada sesuatu nih cuy. I can reveal what happened to Mikoshiba, but there's no harm in asking general question about him. Okay.
Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Yes.
Oh,
this is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
How do you have that photo? But yes, that's him.
Okay.
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from a very close contact.
Masa chairman-nya sih?
It's a matter of detective.
Semua gara-gara chairman-nya sih.
I know that isn't much consolation, but if it's any comfort, I would never disclose anything about your case either.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can. But for now, let me ask the questions.
Very well. Go ahead.
I'll start with the basics. Okay. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. He'd nearly finished his time with us. But one day he simply stopped coming. It was as if all was well. Then suddenly, he was gone. Or at least that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No. We had barely exchanged a word since he arrived.
Gak pernah deket teman-teman. That's some pretty standard for school chairman. He wouldn't personally deal with any temp staff. Iya sih, ya nggak mungkin terlalu deket-deket banget lah ya. Guru yang cewek ditanya harusnya cuy.
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor about Mikoshiba-kun 4 years back? Something about how he drove a student to suicide?
You mean what was dredged up online? Yes, I'm aware of it. However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that rumor was put to rest. The court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes. But let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us. But we've washed our hands of the matter.
Well, you say that, yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire detectives to monitor his students in secret, potentially even out of pocket?
Well, for one thing, it would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect our students. Then there's the issue of bullying being recorded and shared online.
Ya intinya si chairman-nya nggak mau sekolahnya jadi jelek lah intinya gitu ya.
The fall for it. My own privacy be damned. So of course I would opt for secrecy.
Yeah,
that's fair. But what that still doesn't answer is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
Something must push the chairman towards taking action against the bullying now of all time. Oke, coba kita kasih what push chairman toward taking action against the bullying now. There will trace element final tekanan immediate arrest the trace vibrator fiber of the underwear. Ini dong, foto ini dong. Mungkin dia kenal kali ya. Masih. Take that.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of Akihiro Ihara 2 months ago, captured up in Tokyo. The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, he's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured here, bullying that led to suicide.
Well, that's undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any more problems at Serio would lead people to start connecting the dots. The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court had ruled. They might even reach the conclusion you had covered the whole thing up.
Iya,
I
dia
get the feeling that's why we're
gitu.
really here, to prevent another mess on your hands.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out any bullying, then you sweep it under the rug.
That's simply not true. At least, that wasn't my intention.
You sure about that? The thought never even crossed your mind?
Perhaps it did. The scenario you described was painfully accurate.
Dia cuma nutup-nutupin doang kok, tapi
TV, I'd grow sick with worry that it could all boil over on us here at any moment.
Yeah.
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I only want to learn about Mikoshiba-kun.
Dia bukan pembunuhnya sih harusnya.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei. She was his teaching mentor.
Oh.
Her? Great. Just my luck.
See? I told you we should have stayed on her good side.
How was I supposed to know?
Lu mah good side-nya bukan itu, Kaito.
Would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself. Do a bit of smoothing over.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and see if she's in the faculty room. She should still be on lunch.
Perfect. I've got another chance to shoot my shot.
Sorry, Kaito-san, I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What? You're benching all of us just like that?
I don't understand the meaning of this, Yagamishi.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just trust me on this for now.
Syukurin lo, Kaito, nggak diajak. Mukanya sedih. Kaito udah seneng banget ya kan, tapi nggak boleh ikut katanya. Udah lo diam aja di sini biar gue katanya, kata si Yagami-nya goblok. Kaito pasti banyak nggak tahu bahwa kita alias 2 bule ada di live stream chat. Halo Matsui dan Sasaki, ya Allah. Kamu ya Matsui dan Sasaki ya, dasar kamu ya tukang bully kamu ya. Set Kaito, mukanya Kaito kasihan Jay. Oke. Kita bakal coba tanya ke gurunya ya. Tapi sebenarnya chairman-nya itu dia punya alibi. Ya, dia nge-cover semua kejadian ini supaya sekolahnya juga nggak apa ya namanya ya. Tidak intuisinya tidak jadi buruk lah. Intinya gitu, teman. Ya kan nggak baik juga ya buat bisnis sekolahnya ini gitu. Ya dia tidak salah sebenarnya. Tapi gue takutnya ada yang ditutup-tutupinnya itu tentang ininya, teman. Apa sih namanya? Tentang pelakunya ya. Intuisi ya. Institusi ya, intuisi mah bukan ya. Nah, kita ketemu gurunya dulu, cuy. Kita pacaran dulu nih sama guru cantik. Sumasen. Mana gurunya?
I'm sorry. Did you need something, sir?
Siapa nih?
Is Sawa-sensei here?
She should be back shortly. May I ask who's waiting for her?
Well, no one's special, really. I just need to have a quick word with her is all. Maybe you could tell me where her desk is?
It's right over there. The one with all the English books.
Thank you.
Kok terlihat sus sekali ini gurunya yang ini, hah? Oke. Sus ini gurunya nih. Mencium-cium bau-bau sus kita, guys. Si Sawa Sensei des. Mikoshiba was under Sawa Sensei supervision. Can anything here give me clue about him? Oke.
Hey.
Attendance sama book class 2 that's right. She's their homeroom teacher. Oh. Hiromiko. Okay.
Suspicious.
Oh, yes, I guess I know what subject it is. Okay.
What the?
I can go messing around with her laptop with all these teachers looking. Okay. Apa ini? I should get a look at Sawa Sensei death. Might have eyes on me, atau as well just remember the thing. Okay. What are something that pop out to me on her desk? Okay. Okay, foto. Foto of student, but their uniform aren't from say. Itu ada fotonya si itu, cuy. Ada fotonya si Hiromiko Shiba, cuy. Sebelah kanan. Tapi ditutupin. There's another photo in there that can go here too. I don't know but I can see him doing that. Oh, jangan-jangan dia naksir kali ya? Kalau naksir nggak mungkin. Kalau naksir nggak mungkin dibunuh lah.
Yes, well, I need to ask you a couple things.
Such as?
Such as how close you were to Hiromiko Shiba.
What?
Nah, loh.
I heard from Chairman Okuda you were mentoring him as a teacher. I believe this was 2 months ago?
Why do you, of all people, want to know?
Did you notice anything unusual before he disappeared? Any sign of trouble he might have had?
I can't say for sure. He just stopped showing up one day. Really, that's all I know.
Dia tahu nggak sih dia mati?
Is that really all you can tell me? Nothing jogging the memory?
I said that's all.
Interrogating someone with nothing go on isn't very effective. Maybe I should come at this different way.
You know what? Let's start over. Why don't we talk about him as a student? You were already a teacher here by then, weren't you? Back when a student here committed suicide, there were rumors online about how it could have been caused by bullying. And Mikoshiba-kun's name came up as one of the potential bullies.
Oh, si Mikoshiba tuh juga anaknya suka ngebully ya teman-teman.
Yes, but those were just
Katanya tuh
rumors.
rumornya gitu ya.
So he wasn't involved in any teasing?
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
He's not the type to bully then?
I would say no.
Then why would those rumors exist in the first place?
You're asking the wrong person.
Jadi dia sebelum jadi guru. Jadi ketika dia masih jadi murid teman-teman, dia ngebully. Something weird's going on. This is consistent with her reaction to Koda-san getting bullied. Okay.
4 years ago, the court determined this school was not responsible for a bullying-related suicide.
You mean Ahara-san's lawsuit? The father of the student who died and an officer in Tokyo? He was arrested the other day. Well, I'm sure you've seen the news.
Yes, but what of it? What exactly is the point you're trying to make here?
I believe Ahara-san still thinks his son killed himself because of Mikoshiba-kun.
Let me ask you something, Yagami-san.
By all means.
What are you trying to accomplish? Didn't you finish this whole business with the chairman? If that wasn't enough, you got security called on you. You clearly have zero regard for anyone here. You should have had the sense to leave long before now.
Believe me, once I learn what I need about Mikoshiba-kun, I'm gone.
In that case, you've already got everything you need from me.
Dia nggak mau ngomong, guys.
One last question. You and the chairman both mentioned how Mikoshiba-kun got along with the students here. Anyone in particular that he was close to?
The kids in the basketball club? Mikoshiba-kun was in that club back when he was a student. Apparently he was showing up to their practices.
The basketball club. That includes the gang from before, right?
Yes. They all spent quite a bit of time with him.
Oh. Jadi Mikoshiba dulu pernah deket sama anak-anak geng ini, teman-teman. Waduh. Waduh.
All right.
Ada
With
apa
that, I'll
lagi
get out of
ini
your hair.
Mikoshiba ini?
Appreciate your time, Matt. Sawa-sensei.
Just a minute.
Kaito-san, you there? Tell me you're still on campus.
Why? You suddenly decide you need me after all?
Don't be like that.
You enjoy playing teacher's pet with Sawa-sensei?
You mean, did I enjoy getting eviscerated by her? She hates my guts at this point. That aside, I did get some interesting intel.
Kaito, tolonglah, gak usah ngambek.
What for?
I want to find those bullies in the basketball club. Think you can fly the pigeon for me?
Baper kayaknya, kesel
So I
deh.
do have a purpose. Ain't that something? All right then, it's drone time.
Thanks. I'll start scoping out the gymnasium.
Dia iri tuh, kasihan. Kaito, makanya download aplikasi Kaito biar bisa ngedate. Gamenya endingnya linear sih, linear. Nggak ada ending bercabang. Nggak voice Jepang. Mayoritas pada maunya akhirnya bahasa Inggris setelah mendengar voice Jepangnya. Emang game ini tuh emang cakepnya Inggris cuy. Ya ngomong.
Irashaimase.
Bu, mau beli bu. Melon, roti melon, yakisoba, kroket. Bu, saya beli roti melon. Roti melon nambahnya berapa nih darahnya? Murah-murah sih di sini, beli aja lah semua guys. Daripada di toko tadi mahal-mahal semua guys. Lumayan. Ya.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Oke. Emang kantin sekolah paling mantep, guys. Murah. Kantin sekolah paling murah. Aku suka kantin sekolah. Kantin Jepang versus kantin Indonesia makanannya beda jauh. Kalau kantin sekolah kalian emang apa, cuy? Namanya juga sekolahan, Bang. Iya, murah karena dapat subsidi dana bos mungkin, Bang. Dana bos. Dari presiden kah? Oke. Parah dihabisin gak disisain buat murid ya, gak usah. Mumpung lagi di sekolahan, cuy. Oke. Kantin sekolah bisa ngutang. Soto, Bang. Kantin sekolah murah, kalau di koperasi mahal. Oh. Oke. Mungkin dia tahu tentang Mikoshiba. Jangan-jangan si anak ini suka sama gurunya lagi kan? Terus akhirnya karena dia suka sama gurunya, si guru yang itu nyuruh teori nyuruh ngebully anak ini gitu kan. Hari-hari berteori. Gamenya juga belum banyak chapternya, udah berteori. Gak masuk. Bolanya kempes tuh, membalnya jelek. Pompa dulu.
Close one. Almost got it.
Huh?
You're Koda-san from class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
Yeah.
You have a second?
Kenapa suaranya gitu sih?
I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba.
Whoa.
Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Hey! Why are you still here, asshole? Who the hell are you anyway?
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck.
Coda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy?
I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Mikoshiba, a student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago. You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I wanna bash your fucking skull in.
Gila, voice Inggrisnya sih bagus banget sih ini game. Kayak Persona aja.
Yesterday. Only fair for you to take a handicap.
Gelut.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good.
Here we go.
But it's still gonna be pretty one-sided.
You're so full of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass!
Alright. Lagi-lagi disuruh pakai snake gua. Kenapa sih harus snake mulu? Gebuk aja anak-anak ini, gak usah pakai snake. Shit. Mati lo, satu. Ini gebuk gue. Oke, sini. Nah, mampus lo mental lo ya kan? Lemah. Syukurin, enak.
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on, you really need a better outlet for all that aggression.
Let me go!
Just what on earth is going on in here?
Okay. Let's roll out.
I'm gonna do you a favor here and leave out the part about the bats.
Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right?
Just horsing around is right.
Oh, dibantuin malah. Keren nih Yagami, dia pinter dia.
You really are unbelievable. Why are you attacking defenseless students on their school property? How many times must I tell you to leave our school alone?
For what it's worth, the chairman asked me to be here.
Oh, good. Let's drag him into this. How should our chairman explain you to the mob of irate parents that will be at his door any second now? Don't worry, there's a very good reason we hired these ragtag detectives to spy on and beat up your kids.
Not the words I'd use.
If I hear anything else about you, anything, I'm going straight to the press. I'm under no obligation to cover for anyone. Oh, and your attire is atrocious. When you show up at a school, at least try to look the part. Now go home.
Katanya kita kayak berandalan. Sifatnya, attire, dan lain-lain.
You hear all that, Kaito-san? I have a funny feeling I'm not wanted here. Can I talk to the chairman real quick?
Oke. Ini gurunya ada apa sih? Kayak ada ditutupin banget gitu loh.
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's made her point clear. Perhaps it's best you take your leave.
Apa-apaan nih?
You've satisfied the bulk of my request.
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
Yeah.
But you can't teach without a license.
You don't happen
to have one, do you?
Wait.
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge. How's that for certification?
You're a lawyer? That certainly is a respectable position, but it's not exactly...
Dia nggak tahu, dikira cuma detektif biasa ya kan. Saya lawyer, huh?
I'm afraid something isn't specific
Okay.
enough. Although, there is always the off chance that you can serve as an outside consultant.
A guidance counselor. Oke, kita dijadiin guidance counselor katanya.
Yeah, like a club advisor. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could show some kids.
No,
there's nothing on the shore.
And on that note, I
This club
believe
already
each
has
club
officer
already has
assigned.
an advisor assigned.
Oke.
That's unfortunate.
Udah saya jadi guru penjaskes.
I say it's time we hightailed it out of here.
Guru penjaskes baru aja
Sitting around on
udah.
our asses, right? Why don't you meet us back here and we'll go?
I can't. Not until I find something for Sari-san.
Suit yourself. Don't work too hard now.
Guru klub debat. Keren maunya kungfu. Dia mau jadi advisor kungfu katanya guys. Saya jago berantem katanya guys. Yeah, live ini jadiin replay kok. I need the time to ask around about Mikoshiba. I have to find a way to stay on this campus. Maybe they've got some staff position that need filling. I think I saw a reception desk near the school entrance. Oke, kita cek dulu teman-teman. Kita jadi guru apa ini anjir? Oke, kita lagi mau daftar jadi guru di sini teman-teman. Jadi advisor teman-teman. Kita lihat dia jadi apa nih ya? Guru apa dia guys? Pasti lucu nih. Pasti. Oke. Saya harus ke mana tadi? Oh, ini dia. Kita lihat dulu papan pengumuman. Nah, ini dia. Their reception desk and their custodians to adjust him point blank. Oke. Apa tuh? There's one busy bulletin board. I could find some help wanted ads for the school there. Oh, oke. Coba kita lihat. Guru apa nih?
Aha! Stop right there.
Ya, ketemu dia lagi. Ketemu dia lagi
I
aja.
knew it. Suspicion confirmed.
Can I help you?
Actually, you already have. I
Ada tuh
didn't
dia
think you'd be foolish enough to show your face around here again.
Ini yang nyangka kita jadi tukang nguntit, guys. Nah, ini tukang ngintip tuh ya. Ngintip rock. Itu the girl who caught me yesterday. Damn it, why her? Why now? Katanya.
They always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime.
Kamu cocok jadi detektif. Bukan, Mbak, bukan saya. Beda orang. Beda orang. No way she saw my face yesterday. Plus we got the camera back. Okay, take a breath. I should be safe. Salah orang, Mbak. Salah orang.
Monsieur Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your pervy little upskirt scheme. Seriously, hiding a camera under the stairs? And at your age? Shame on you, sir.
Yeah, you lost me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah.
I have irrefutable proof of your crime.
Siap.
Why, the very shoes on your feet.
Wow.
You're wearing the exact same sneakers
wow.
yesterday. And don't
cocok Anda jadi detektif, Mbak. Rekrut dia.
What is happening here?
Rekrut dia ya, Gami.
Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? Everybody here's got shoes, young lady.
Waduh.
In fact, I'm probably not the only person with this exact pair.
Waduh, duel antar detektif kah?
Your shoe style is merely the icing on the cake.
Oh, siap.
You see, before the pervert arrived yesterday,
oh, siap.
I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Huh?
It's an oil-based substance, so it lasts a few days.
Wow.
Your soles are stained with it as we speak.
Dia sampai detail gitu teman taunya katanya ada olinya lah dan lain-lain lah gitu kan.
To the scene of the crime, while wearing the very evidence of your misdeeds.
Oh, siap. What the? I'm actually getting busted here by someone high school girl. Udah, ya Gami, mending kamu rekrut dia jadi detektif juga bareng kamu ya. Tawarin pekerjaan ya, Gami.
Lamenting your misfortune already? That's what you get for crossing the Mystery Research Club of Serio High.
Oh, dia
Mystery Research Club.
Now,
dia anak klub misteri katanya.
Oh, wait, just hold on, okay?
Ada klub detektif katanya di sekolah ini, teman-teman. If she not bluffing, this could be turned out really bad. What do I do? How do I get off this situation? Waduh. Use X surrender. Refute her claim. Kabur. Aduh, pilih yang mana ya? Familiar voice actor dari Persona 5 nyasar ke Lost Judgment. Iya ya. Voice siapa? Gua nggak hafal tuh. Ini bocil pasti akan berhubungan dengan kasus nanti, Bang. Pasti tahu info nanti. Mungkin kali ya. Oke. Masa kita kabur sih? Coba kita ya udah deh, refute. Refute tuh apa sih? Refute tuh apa sih, teman? Nah, gua Google Translate dulu, teman. Translate. Refute. Refute itu artinya menyangkal. Oh, jadi kita bilang enggak kok, bukan gue gitu ya. Refute her claim, menyangkal. Use EX surrender. X jadi karyawati kita saja. Menyangkal, sangkal. Jantan lang bang, masa kabur. Oke, use X surrender. Oh, jantan dulu ya. Kita coba jantan dulu teman-teman ya. Refute. Objection.
There's no way I'd have noticed an invisible substance on my shoes. I'll give you that much. But even if I did step in some mystery goop, does that really prove what you're saying? With so many people on campus, any number of them could have walked over that spot.
No.
Wow.
Only the perpetrator stepped in the coating. I know this because I was there watching your fiasco.
Wow.
And of course, I had the PE teacher who was with me agree to serve as witness.
Wow. She was too ready for this. Jangan main-main lo, klub detektif di sekolah ini ya, Gami. Gak bisa ngapa-ngapain kan lo? Hah? Bingung kan lo? Pusing tuh ya, Gami itu. Oke, siap, Mbak. I've got already so much riding on this. Oke. Kabur. Why ruminate when I can just run?
There's no escape, sir.
What?
I have even more proof of your crimes.
Oh my god.
The camera may be gone, but fortunately, I snapped a photo of it before it got
Oh
taken
my
away.
god.
With that, I determined everything there is to know about your camera, down to the store where you bought it.
Buset, sampai dia tahu gue belinya di mana, cuy.
Customized to capture
Terus
high-resolution
online
footage with
exclusive
an
capture
inconspicuous
high
design.
Buset.
Were I to supply this information to the police, they would track down the owner soon enough.
What?
After all, the shop would have no choice but to cooperate with the police investigation.
Sekolah cover his track well enough, but I still can't have police involved. Oh my god.
Do I need to spell it out any further? You, monsieur, are ensnared.
Oh, siap.
Therefore, I think it would be wise to do what I say.
Siap. Siap, siswa. Maybe I do the best not to run for now. Siap. Ada negosiasi nih, guys. Negosiasi kah kita? Ini cewek bakal tahu siapa yang nyuri pulpen di kelas. Udah gak bisa ngapa-ngapain. Hari-hari kena skakmat sama anak sekolahan. Iya, bahaya nih. Cobain surrender dulu atau negosiasi? Negosiasi dulu kali ya. Bisa save gak sih? Negosiasi. Cok nih cewek buat mata-matain kelas kita. Cewek selalu benar. Udah gak bakal menang bang. Negosiasi lah, cobain ya. Bokap gue ganteng kan bang, mirip Takuya Kimura, Genji bin Yagami. Genji bin Yagami. Ganteng banget kayak Kaito. Ya, cewek selalu benar. Negosiasi, kita negosiasi teman-teman. Oke, negosiasi. Nego deh.
Let's say we have a chat.
Oke.
A chat?
Ngobrol dulu, kita ngobrol.
Now, I can't give out any details.
But having
the cops on me would be extremely problematic.
Nego tipis dulu kita.
I'd like to resolve this as amicably as possible. Think we can come to terms here?
Okay.
I will agree to one thing only.
Hearing the
unadulterated truth.
Okay, siap.
And make no mistake, I will not be misled by diversion, threats, bribes, sob stories. Nothing of the sort.
Oh, siap loh. Kalau ada orang kayak gini di sekolahan nih ya. Itu di kelas pasti nggak ada namanya pencuri pulpen, penghapus, penggaris. Pasti dia tahu semua guys ya. Siapa pelaku-pelakunya teman. Yang ngerokok di sekolah pasti tahu dia ya kan. Yang kabur tahu, pasti dia disayang guru nih teman. Ya. Tapi orang-orang kayak gini nih biasanya nyebelin teman-teman ya. Suka ikut campur urusan orang teman-teman. Setuju nggak sama gue? Dia jadi ketua OSIS tuh pasti. Kena jebakan bocah sekolahan. Iya. Tukang cepu dia teman-teman. Kenapa dia yang nggak dibully aja cuy? Anak-anak kayak gini kadang suka nyebelin guys. Adapun paling dia diam aja bang. Masa lawyer kalau pasti dia nggak pernah ngutang di kantin. Anak emas BK, setuju. Tukang cepu. Dia sama anak guru BK pasti dia ditemani banget teman-teman ya. I just need to lose camera footage. Is there anything I could leverage? Figure out how to get out of this. Lah gimana? Oke. Gue harus gimana cuy? What? Gue disuruh ngapain nih? Oh ini klub detektif ini guys. Di serial Mystery Club is there a club flyer? So this is what my inquisitor was posting here. What did it say? The MRC is Jeopardy or also the living zero. We've been informed of the faculty to be certified. If you know the mystery writer, okay. Sing outside the sponsor ASAP. Oh, this solution club member. Okay, the MRC is Jeopardy or after leaving the school soon. We've been informed that no other teachers are available to take on additional clubs, so we must turn to outside assistance. If you know what the mystery writer, please. Wah, kita bisa jadi advisor detektif nih teman-teman. Look like my detective skill are about to pay off. Okay, as a matter of fact, this is the angle I needed. Okay. Ayo, gimana kalau saya jadi sama Mbak ya, temenan kita, temenan.
Right?
Temenan kita, temenan. Kamu kan lagi butuh kan advisor baru ya kan?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in a tough spot.
Nah.
You're not wrong. Our current advisor got married and quit teaching.
We can find out. Saya detektif terkenal.
On top of that, the chairman's been reluctant to bring in anyone from outside, so the MRC may be in dire straits. But your arrival marks our revival. Should I turn you in as a voyeur, it would make a fine feather in my cap.
Siap.
It would also prove the value of the MRC, so the chairman would have no choice but to solicit an advisor for us.
Well, that all sounds fine on paper, but the real-life logistics may not play out that way. You'll need a competent professional in your area of interest. But you think they have time for volunteer work?
When you put it that way, it does seem like a long shot.
Saya detektif terkenal Yagami Suprapto.
So here's my proposition.
Oke. How about I offer club some fun? Saya jadi advisernya deh, ya. Apa saya kasih duit deh. Kasih duit apa kita nawarin jadi club advisor ya teman-teman? Kadang kalau ngadu bikin kesel 3 dimensi. Sakaki, voice actornya Haru Okunomaru tuh, terlalu kawaii dan nyeselin. Gimana guys? Tapi duit kita juga masih miskin guys. Sok-sokan banget anjir. Pilih mana guys? Advisor. Tapi dia pasti bakal marah nih. Lu gimana? Lu tukang ngintip tapi lu jadi advisor gitu kan? Dia nggak terima berabe jadi klub advisor. Oke. Jadi klub advisor bang. Advisor aja siapa tahu ada kasus tersembunyi. Advisor kalau disuap makin jadi sih. Advisor. Jadi advisor. Nawarin kan. Sakaki jangan. Biar ada kurcaci di sekolah. Oke coba. How about I become club advisor?
How about you make me your advisor?
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough?
You're a detective?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami.
Diam kau langsung kau.
I was asked to come investigate.
Saya bukan tukang intip. Enak aja.
So then, the hidden camera was for your investigation?
I'll let you deduce that yourself. Client confidentiality.
Lagian kenapa nggak dari awal aja sih lo kasih aja gitu. Nih gue tuh detektif gitu ya kan. Harus berlibet-libet anjir.
If he wasn't shooting up skirts, then what was he trying to see?
Ya
Rather,
Allah.
who was he trying to see? Who put him up to it? Our staff?
Udah nggak usah overthinking gitu, nggak usah overthinking.
Listen, I don't mean to interrupt, but hello. As I was trying to say, becoming your advisor could work out well for both of us. I'm not done here by a long shot, but one of your teachers is bent on seeing me gone.
Really? Who?
Sawa-sensei. She thinks I have no business being here. Frankly, it's been hard to prove her wrong. But if I were to advise your club, it'd be all the reason I need to stay on campus. So what do you think? It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if it's experience you want, believe me, I've been around the block when it comes to mysteries.
I believe I understand. The purpose you stated for being here does fit the circumstances better than my original theory. But I will not be persuaded so easily.
Oke.
So, I propose a test.
Buset, dites dulu kita cuy. What the hell, man?
Right this way, please.
Men, kita dites.
Hey.
Wah. Kartu nama detektif, Mbak. Saya detektif, dites loh. Wah, gila nih cewek nih. Sumpah Judgment yang ketiga nanti karakter utamanya cewek itu temen ya. Dia udah lulus ceritanya nanti guys. Fix. Wah gila. Dites kita sama bocil. Apa? Lo ngetes gua apa? Naon? Aduh. Waduh, apa lagi? Naon?
Who's this, sis?
Gila tempatnya kayak gini.
This is
aja.
Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate.
Kandidat baru.
However, I intend to test him first. See if he's legitimate.
Waduh. Ini anak kagak bisa ngecek di internet apa? Saya habis mengungkap kasus besar di Jepang. Saya termasuk 1% dari orang yang bisa membebaskan orang tidak bersalah di Jepang. Karena 99% di Jepang kalau udah masuk ke pengadilan, udah dicap tersangka, udah pasti masuk penjara. Cuma saya doang. Wah gila nih mbak nih,
Fine by me.
Baca komik lagi tuh, hentai ya,
Yoko's younger brother. Also the MRC's bodyguard.
Iya deh.
When your sister's as nosy as mine, you've got to step up your game to keep her safe.
Wah gila nih cewek nih.
Please have a seat, Yagami.
Ini kalau dia pacaran ya, kalau kalian cowok-cowok nih punya pacar dia ya, hidup lo nggak tenang cuy. Lo apa-apa pasti ketahuan cuy ya. Lo buka TikTok cewek-cewek seksi langsung ketahuan sama dia. Ntar nah mati lo semua.
Nissan?
Iya, oke, siap. Disuruh duduk gue, guys. Oke, duduk. Kenapa sih kita harus berurusan dengan bocah-bocah ini ya?
After you.
Jangan
Oh,
diracun
how kind
nanti.
of you.
Nah, itu baik tuh kakaknya tuh.
So, Amasawa-san, back to the topic at hand here.
Oke. Ask about the test.
So, getting back to this test of yours.
Yes. So, based on what you've told me, I'm inclined to drop your charges altogether. A detective setting up cameras is believable.
Oke, dia percaya tentang kamera, dia percaya.
I'd also be a fool to take you at your word. If this is a ruse, I'd be unleashing a pervert on the school.
Well, the caution is admirable.
Okay.
Then you shouldn't mind if I test both your skills as a detective and your character as a person. And once that's over, the club will reach a decision. We'll either accept you as our mentor or turn you in as a deviant.
Ya Allah.
I get the picture. So what does this test entail?
Dijadiin devian gue.
Actually, we've been dealing with a rather risky case as of late. So your job is to resolve it.
Oke.
How risky are we talking?
Apa nih? Kasus apa nih? Gue disuruh nyelesain kasus teman-teman di sekolah ini, ha? Kasusku pembunuhan ini 2 minggu lagi aku harus nge-send report ini, tolonglah.
Well, it's about as risky as it is risque.
Risque.
Yagami-san, have you ever heard of a sugar baby?
What the hell, sugar baby? Huh?
You mean a younger girl getting paid to date an older guy?
Waduh.
You know it. Now our current case involves one such sugar baby.
Ya Allah.
It seems that one of our dance club girls has grown a reputation for dating older.
Ya Allah, gue disuruh nyari kasus tentang om-om gadun, anjir. Hah? Katanya di sekolah ini banyak yang kena tipu sama om-om gadun, teman-teman. Sama gadun.
Unfortunately, I've yet to pin down exactly who this is.
All you know is she's in dance club?
Okay.
Well, I understand why you'd want to know more, but what about this warrants investigation? She in danger?
The issue at hand is that she may be doing more than dating, and it's putting her safety at risk. Well, we found this out online, so we're admittedly speculating a bit here. But apparently this girl's pretty infamous for what they call her vanishing act.
Care to elaborate?
She strings the mark along, going on a few dates for an agreed-upon sum. But then she goes in for the kill.
Okay.
She gets a large upfront payment for promising to seal the deal. And then, poof! Gone with the wind.
Okay.
Okay, I can see how that might make her enemies, but that's on the guy, isn't it? I mean, he's paying to date an underage girl, and he thinks he has the right to complain?
You're not wrong. Problem is, her latest mark, a violent, foul-mouthed thug, isn't so self-aware. I believe rape and murder were his choicest threats. So yeah, we can't just write
katanya
this one
bisa
off.
jadi nanti malah malah jadi ini ya, apa, pemerkosaan atau nggak pembunuhan
Now
gitu
he has his gang
katanya.
roaming the streets, searching high and low for the girl who conned him.
Okay.
I'd say that establishes the risk clearly enough.
Oh, si Sugar itunya juga temenan sama geng katanya, teman.
Yeah, I get it now. If we don't act, she could be in very real danger.
Ya, ceweknya bisa
I think
bahaya
we're
ya.
finally seeing eye to eye, Yagami-san. After all, the truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur.
Siap.
That's not quite how it works, but sure.
Oke.
Well,
Lah, ini kan udah tadi ya. Ini udah. Ask about Mystery Research Club.
Could you tell me what the Mystery Research Club actually does? It seems like the advisor ought to know that.
So, I founded the Mystery Research Club last year. Primarily, we function as a book club, critiquing mystery novels from many different cultures and eras.
Okay.
But, when the opportunity is ripe, we also engage in more involved activities.
Dari klub
And by
library
that,
nih.
I mean solving the mysteries around us.
Oh,
dah.
you mean go sleuthing, like on a case. I've got to say, as a potential advisor, I'm not exactly psyched to hear you go around looking
Oh,
for
don't get me wrong. We don't do this for
Udah
kicks.
cepat.
I'm not a fan
Capek
of
gue
danger.
cewek ini.
If we could all be armchair detectives, free to investigate from afar.
Iya dah.
Unfortunately, that is rarely.
Iya. Udah capek. Gue denger lu capek.
Mystery that escapes even the school and the police. Why, letting such a case slip away would be anathema to our club's.
While I do admire your passion, why put yourself at risk? You'd be safer handing it off to the authorities.
Iya,
But
kenapa
shouldn't
lo?
we hand you off to the authorities?
Well, now, let's not be
Udah
hasty.
nggak usah ditanya lagi,
I take
udah.
it you see my point then. Some cases.
You make some valid points.
Oke, begin the test.
In any case, now that the situation's clear, I'd like to get on with the test. Just tell me where to start, and I'll be there.
It is said that the great Sherlock Holmes was able to freely change his appearance into that of a total stranger. From helpless old woman to shifty-eyed vagrant, he deceived the masses and never lost a lead, all thanks to a good disguise.
So, you want me to go undercover?
Yep. Any
Oh, kita
detective
disuruh
worth their salt should have no
nyamar
trouble with
teman-teman.
that. You're going to infiltrate the dance club as an advisor and return with a lead on the sugar.
Oh, kita bakal ke dance club teman-teman ya.
Wait,
Kita
you want me to teach a dance club?
If it's required, then yes. I want you to win their hearts in ways I myself could not. Those
dia nggak
girls
bisa
are
dansa
close-knit
katanya.
group. They'd never trade gossip with someone like me.
Ya iyalah nggak mau trade
However,
gosip sama lu
if a
cepu.
cool new stranger gained their trust, that's you, they might be more willing to talk.
But how am I supposed to be a convincing advisor if I've never danced once in my life?
That's okay. It's rare for their advisors to get up and do it themselves. They generally teach from book.
Oh, great.
If it's any consolation, their current advisor never even shows up. So you'll already have an in.
Oke.
Just give them a few pointers, act authoritative, and
Easy peasy? To teach something I know nothing about?
I'm sure you can figure that out. That is, if you really are a detective and not some snake.
Ya beda dong, Mbak. Detektif kagak ngedansa, Mbak.
You know that? I guess I'll have to prevail with the power of vague advice.
Good, then let's move. The dance club will be starting their practice any minute.
Okay.
They're in the gym basement, in case you didn't know.
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san, but I think you'd make a pretty rad advisor. So good luck.
Lu bukan bantuin gue lagi ya?
Oh.
Bantuin gua kek. Ya, kita disuruh ke dance club teman-teman karena kan si cewek yang dibayar sama om-om gadun itu anak dance teman-teman ya, dari dance club. Jadi kita harus ini dulu mendekati anak-anak dance club biar mereka dekat sama kita. Nanti mungkin ntar mereka bakal cerita ke kita teman-teman ya. Yagami, cewek klub misteri itu udah lama tidak lah, anjing kapan selesai? Di mana dance clubnya? Jangan tinggalin gue. Nah ini kita kabur aja cuy, kabur. Yagami di prank bocil. Iya jadi ngurusin bocil ini anjing. Drop item, sama my drop this. Nih.
Excuse me.
Those are my pencil. Thanks for finding this. I need this to take a multiple choice test. Kind of old school, right? Isn't it? Ya Allah, Mas, ada di belakang Mas. Lo nyarinya di depan mulu, gimana ketemu, goblok? Oke, yuk. Ceweknya nggak jelas emang guys itu guys ya. Udah kita ikutin maunya si cewek ini dah demi dapat informasi ya guys ya. Bang, karakternya bisa duduk nggak bisa cuy. Mana? Dance clubnya mana? Di atas kah? Oh di bawah dong. Gimnastik kan di bawah ya harusnya ya. Yes. Oke, stretch rubber. Oke. Gimnastiknya di mana nih gimnastik? Serem banget nih sekolah ya. Kalau udah malam-malam pasti serem banget ini. Oke. Ya elah. Ya Allah.
Where's the captain? Right there.
Aduh, lo kembar.
Not right. I feel so out of it. Sayaka Nishizono. I'd like a word with you.
Waduh.
Hey, aren't you Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club? You betcha. Don't worry, I come bearing good news.
Oh great, the MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything.
Calm down, I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world.
Wah, sumpah lo ini cewek lo. Dia tahu semua rahasia orang-orang yang di sekolah ini, cuy.
To preface this, I noticed your club advisor hasn't been showing up much lately.
Yeah, apparently he got really sick. We're lucky if we see him a couple times a month.
Right, and it must be rough trying to choreograph an entire routine without him.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've got a meet coming up soon. It's so much pressure.
I see. Then the stars really did align in your favor.
What? Listen, Senpai, I know we might seem desperate, but it's not like we need any favors.
Don't worry.
Harusnya Kaito ya, harusnya Kaito yang dansa pasti lucu.
Potential advisor as a token of goodwill.
Potential advisor?
Ya Allah.
Let's not sweat the small stuff. The important thing is, Yagami-san here said he'd agreed to help you with your routine as a stand-in advisor.
Help with their routine? When did I ever say that?
Oh my gosh, really? This is just what we needed. You know,
Kalau Kaito pasti suka nih sama cewek-cewek cantik ini ya.
So how long have you been a pro dancer?
Ya Allah.
I'm not.
Oh, so modest. This is like one of those dream come true moments in a movie. I've been literally racking my brain trying to come up with a workable routine. Oh, I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important qualifications here.
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment.
Aduh, gue pusing gue. Ini harusnya Kaito aja nih. Telepon Kaito. Setuju nggak teman-teman? Telepon Kaito, suruh Kaito yang ngajar ngedance, teman-teman. Dua alasan kenapa dia bisa jadi detektif yang baik. Dir mau disosor. Ya gatal bet gatal Yagami suruh joget. Ngesbetnya anak sekolah tuh goda-goda om-om.
You need to dive headfirst into the challenge. Don't you get it?
No.
Do you think we can get started?
Ya Allah.
We've been practicing and practicing, but something about our choreography feels off.
Ya Allah.
We all know our moves and everybody's got rhythm, so all that should be left is bringing our A game. But it feels like we're still missing something, you know? That wow factor.
Disuruh bikin wow factor dari dance
lagi. Figuring this stuff out, but I know we'll push through if we try. So can I ask for your first impression? Does our routine need more going on, or?
You know, it's hard to say what's going on at this point.
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen observation is elementary for a detective.
And
You need to tell them what you observed. You did have your eyes open, didn't you?
What the hell? Well, I'll be better start winning over Amasawa. Time to wake in my honest opinion. Certain, okay. Gila, special selection. Answer within the given time limit, move conversation long. Choosing to select nothing or remain silent can also be answer. The speed when you make a choice. Aduh, gameplay baru nih. Special selection. Certain conversation or whatever with their input. Aduh, gimana nih, susah banget kayaknya nih. Your word choice a project emotion will watch the volume. Aduh, gimana nih? What's missing from current dance club? Make a bigger impact?
I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair? How so?
Well, you're already in perfect sync.
Okay.
And everyone knows their part.
Yes.
But how to put it? You were right.
Yeah,
it needs something that's going to leave a
harus ada
impact.
Faktor wow-nya tuh harus ada.
I see what you mean. Maybe we are just kind of going through the motions here. If only we could come up with better stuff.
Yes. Better stuff.
Maybe you could give us some suggestions.
Aduh.
Suggestion, I don't know how to dance. Terus dia ngeliatin dengan tatapan, mampus kamu tukang kuntit gitu ya kan. Udah jangan kayak gitu natap gue. But if I don't get through this somehow, I'll be back on whole pervert thing. Ya Allah.
Let's take apart what could give you the edge you need.
Oke. What if you sang? Oke, gimana kalau kamu nyanyi ketika dance? What if you did the robot? What if you threw the some kung fu? What if you didn't dance at all? Waduh. Coba kita kasih mereka bagaimana kalau ditambahin dengan aksi-aksi kungfu gitu ya. Kayaknya kalau dance dicampur kungfu tuh lebih bagus, teman-teman. What if you threw in some kungfu?
Why not incorporate kung fu?
Did you just say kung fu?
Sure did. Throw a few kicks and punches and knock the competition right out.
Oh my god.
That's actually not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
not bad idea. Saya mengerti
And
kungfu.
it's not like martial arts-based dancing is entirely
Yes.
unheard of.
Gak pernah ada yang
But
denger
we don't know the first thing
dansa
about
pakai kung fu.
Well, you're in luck.
Nah,
Kung fu
saya.
happens to be a hobby of mine.
Saya jago yang kungfu.
No way! That's so cool.
Waduh.
Well, it's my own style. You won't find it in any ancient scrolls. It's flashy.
Perfect.
Jangan
So
deket-deket.
will you teach us?
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Ya, saya ajarin kungfu ya.
Sweet. Then let's get a quick demonstration.
Okay.
Let's see some ass-kicking dance then.
Wait, really? I really have to do this?
Waduh, disuruh.
Of course. How else are we gonna learn? Look up some random videos? We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your breathing. We'll learn from the pro.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. What if my stuff doesn't fit your routine at all?
So, you're not gonna help us after all? That's pretty weak.
If you're giving up after stringing them along this far, hang tight while I dial 110.
Waduh, mau ditelepon loh. Telepon polisi anjir. I guess I have no choice. Oke, iya deh Mbak, serah lo deh Mbak ya. Saya dansa pakai kungfu, oke? Oh,
You know what?
I think I can wing.
I think I can wing it well enough.
Gede ya
I've
Bang,
never
itu yang
done
saya
this
perhatikan
before,
dari tadi.
though, so
Semua yang di
don't get
dancer
mad at me.
gede-gede ya.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You're gonna do fantastic.
Yeah, damn it, I'm really about to do this. Oke, ayo dansa, Yagami. Ya Allah.
Okay, what we'll do first is show you the opening 30 seconds of our routine until the chorus hits.
Oke.
While you're watching, keep an eye out for the parts that could use some kung fu moves.
Oke.
Sure. Good plan.
Okay, so here's how we start.
Oke. Siap.
In there. Now you take it away.
Oh, doubt I can top that.
Mana gua nggak
But
dikasih
you know
lihat.
what? May as well try.
That's a spirit. Ready for the music?
Oke, dansa kita guys. Okay, you can play rhythm game at the dance club lesson. Before you begin the dance lesson, select one of Yagami X solo. This will be selecting out of tutorial. Check your setting to start the lesson. Oke, tutorial dulu. Apa nih? Do you want to proceed with this setting? Song less than, difficult easy, costume normal. Yes?
Okay, let's go.
Oh, kita bisa pilih dansanya mau kayak gimana. Ya Allah. Kotak segitu ya kawan sih. Oh. Hey. Oh, siap. Hey. Let's go. Yagami-san. Hey. Hey. This icon again hold in routine, hold down for the length. Okay. Hey. Ya, miss lagi. Hey. Oke, X solo. Oh, ini bebas nih. Pencet apa aja. Oke, siap. Oh, gitu caranya, teman. Oke. Lagi dong. Kok cuma segitu? Weh, nggak seru. Lagi. Ya, incredible lagi.
Oh, he's amazing. Amazing. Wow. Wait, is that could never do that? Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out. See it? Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Yagami-san, what was that just now? I thought you said you couldn't dance.
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Learning is part skill and part pulling it out of your ass.
I don't think a seasoned athlete could pull that off.
Yagami-san, that was incredible. You're not just a pro, you're a master.
Wow. You're giving an amateur way too much credit here.
No way an amateur moves like that. You're something else. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born dancer.
Oke.
I don't know about all that. What you call a gift, I call muscle memory.
Oke. Lagi dong. Seru ya guys ya. Lagi dong. Mau lagi dong.
Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use every last bit of it in our routine, if that's okay.
Yes, nggak apa-apa.
You seriously saved our necks just now, Yagami-san.
Hey, I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could you drop by and give us more pointers sometime? Ever since our advisor stopped showing, we've barely been keeping it together. And we could all use some guidance from someone we can trust.
Ya Allah.
If you guys will have me, then sure. Not sure I have many pointers left though.
Junjun jadi detektif, besok jadi idol.
You're the best! I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
Oke.
Oh, sure.
Ya. Lagi dong dansanya, lagi.
So, did I pass? I'd say I made plenty of headway with the dance club.
Indeed you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how easily you won Nishizono-san over. Every time I try to approach her, she reacts like I'm there to accuse her of something.
Ya udah pastilah, lu tukang cepu, lu nggak bakal bisa ini. Woblos.
Gee, I wonder why. I'm sure the MRC has gained some notoriety.
Well, all the more reason we need an amazing advisor who can keep up with us.
Oh, I'm amazing now. Does this mean I'm no longer a criminal?
Yeah, I really should apologize for that at some point.
Oke.
Also, I have another theory as to why you installed that camera.
Teori apa lagi?
Let's hear it.
So, a hired detective shows up to covertly monitor a specific group of students. Meanwhile, spreading through the news like wildfire is the case of Akihiro Ehara, a man connected to our school. Put those pieces together, and your objective here starts taking shape.
Ya udah pasti saya.
But I wouldn't want to hamper any important detective work of yours. So for now, I'll let that theory sit.
Teori itu bukan teori, itu fakta, Mbak. Ya Allah, katanya dia katanya udah tahu ya teman-teman ya kalau kita nih menginstal kamera karena pengen mengetahui mengetahui ada aktivitas murid-murid di sini ya yang pastinya tidak benar lah ya. Terus ya dia udah percaya tapi dia masih belum percaya gitu. Itu masih teorinya dia. Itu bukan teori, itu beneran. Wow, she really is sharp. I guess she president of Mystery Research Club for good reason. Yes, of course. Jadi kan anak buah.
At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go ahead and let the chairman know of our arrangement. That is to say, I'll formally request you as our advisor.
Well, that'd be great. But do you really think they'll hire me just like that?
Sure, so long as you're officially considered an outside guidance counselor. I don't see why not. Also, we do need another faculty member as a supervisor, but that's more of a formality than anything. Their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. You'll still be the one running the club.
Okay.
Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just to be welcomed as a guest, huh?
Okay. Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody. Anyway, is there a teacher you had in mind?
Yep, no worries there. The chairman actually promised to sign off on whoever we chose. Well, I made him promise might be a bit more accurate.
Okay.
What? Really? Man, I wish he'd told me. He told me the club's already had advisors and left it at that.
Typical. I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. After all, if we get into trouble, he'll be directly responsible.
Okay.
He probably thinks the MRC is a big enough liability as it is.
I wonder why.
Well, with all that said, welcome to the Mystery Research Club. Can't wait to see a real detective in action.
Alright.
Hey, you'll get
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
And it's a pleasure to be on board.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Oh, when you have a spare moment, could you join us in the clubroom for a talk? I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
What, you've got something besides the sugar baby?
Yes, and this one may actually be even nastier. In fact, the sugar baby may be but a single thread amidst a larger, more sinister web of conspiracies. But that's a lot to digest, I know. I'll get you up to speed when you're free.
Okay. Not quite sure how to process that right now, but I'll make sure to swing by at some point.
Okay. Astaga.
Racing Yagami Lyrics allows you to access and progress through the new school story. Accomplishing tasks in various story. Oh, jadi sekarang gamenya ada 2 story kayaknya nih ya. Mau story tentang sekolah yang ngurusin anak-anak sekolah ya, kasus-kasus anak sekolah, atau misi utama kali gitu ya teman-teman ya. Finally got in my it with the school. Now I can ask around about Mikoshiba without getting in the booth. Okay. Apparently he was tied with the basketball club, being a former member. Okay. Now where do basketball player go after school? To the gym, of course. Okay. Ya. Coba. School story. Oh iya teman, ada cerita tentang sekolahan juga teman-teman ya, sama yang main case-nya gitu. Menarik. Kalau yang game yang lama kan kita cuma main case doang ya. Emang ala-ala detektifannya sedikit gitu. Kalau sekarang jadi lebih banyak teman-teman. Keren. Side mission. Iya, side mission lah ibaratnya ya. Tapi bukan side mission juga ya. Cerita yang berbeda gitu kali. Mungkin bisa ada tamatnya juga kali ya, yang tentang story ya di sini ya. Berarti banyak perubahan di game ini teman-teman. Karena jujur dulu memang game Judgment itu memang kurang untuk ala-ala detektifannya. Tetapi di game yang kedua ini jadi lebih banyak detektifannya gitu loh. Jadi lebih lebih dapat lagi game detektifnya gitu. Yang Judgment cuma main sama side mission doang bang. Iya. Keren. Alright. Kita bisa pilih main story atau enggak school story itu kan. Oke. Gue bisa ke dance club lagi nggak sih? Penasaran nih gue nih. Boys bedroom, gymnasium, nursery locker, cafeteria, basement, dance club room. Oh, belum ada. Kita belum bisa lagi nih temen. Gue pengen banget nih ke dance clubnya lagi. Main story aja dulu ya teman-teman ya. Kita main story dulu teman-teman ya. Ntar gue udah capek berurusan dengan cewek tadi teman-teman. Pusing gue ngedengernya. Jadi nak bernyanyi kah? Iya, aku jadi nak bernyanyi nih.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Anjay.
Who are you?
Siapa lu?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah,
there was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October? Mikoshiba's the name.
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Okay.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories?
Gak ada yang tahu Mikoshiba ya, kemana ya?
Then, what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Oh, anak-anak bulinya pada kemana nih ya? Udah sekali main BSN, again.
Something special about class 2 too?
Well, yeah. Koda's in 2-2, and she was Mikoshiba-sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team.
Okay.
Mikoshiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikoshiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad. He would...
Oh, Mikoshiba agak sedikit pervert kah?
He's doing it because he cared, I think.
Atau
Hey,
agak sedikit
wasn't Mikoshiba Sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing?
tuh arousing. Arousing itu kalau nggak salah sebentar. Arousing. Arousing itu membangkitkan. Apa arouse?
He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too.
That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba Sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2 were all like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba Sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up.
Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
Writing on her hand. It wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing. Where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No. Everyone's usually here by now.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, then I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. FF9 di remaster. FF9 sih Bang Acit nggak mainin sih ya. FF8 pengen banget gue di remaster. Jangan-jangan si Koda ada apa-apa nih guys. Feelingku nggak enak nih, Koda digebugin kali ini. Oke. Ada apa tuh?
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Is that all you know how to say? You think we're letting a stuck-up bitch like you give the orders?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
Saya sudah jadi
I'm
club
Yagami,
advisor.
from the Yagami Detective Agency. And your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
Mampus.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week. So be on your best behavior.
Puss.
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and break a leg out there, Matsu.
Hush, hush, hush. Beri. Hush.
Not very nice, are they? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba. He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close. At least at practice.
They said that?
Maybe her relationship with Koshiba is a memory she rather forget. Okay.
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop,
It's you.
that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Yes, it's my voice.
Who could say?
Gak usah sok gitu, anjir. Gak usah sok gitu.
It was you.
Yeah, what you
Thank
say?
you so much
What
for
you
that.
say? What you say? Yeah.
Today was eye-opening. I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did. Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball in a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up.
Nggak ada, itu cuma di komik
I
doang.
wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down.
Iya, aduh, kebanyakan baca
Today.
komik kau.
I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koto-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take.
Oh,
And all you
mantap.
have to do is find that path.
Anjay.
I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
No.
Come on, try to work with me here.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us
Jadi
know.
kayak guru
Anything at
BK
all.
lo, ya Gabi.
For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
Iya,
You've got
anjay.
this.
Anjay. Kau usah sok cool ya Gabi. Aduh, kenapa ya Gabi jadi sok cielah cool amat tuh orang. What the hell? Apa tuh? Oh, nggak jadi dong.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Apa lagi?
Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki?
Tapi gue mau komen dulu tentang yang tadi temen-temen ya. Jadi intinya ibaratnya si tadi kan dia mau keluar ya dari klub basket gitu ya.
sebenarnya dalam hatinya dia tuh dia tidak mau keluar dari klub basket karena dia suka banget dengan basket gitu ya. Ya Yagami bilang katanya ya sebenarnya kalau emang itu udah kesenangan lu, jangan pernah ditinggalin gitu loh, ya kan? Kalau misalnya lu nggak nyaman, ya udah, lu cari cara lain untuk mengejar mimpi lo itu lagi gitu loh. Itu nggak kesenangan lo lagi. Gitu. Bagus juga dia ininya, apa namanya? Ceramahnya ya.
You know, the two other
developernya
guys
sama
hanging
Ardian.
around, they're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba Sensei now.
Huh.
Well, detective, I think they have a lead for you.
Jangan percaya sama dia.
Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba Sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help.
Feeling gua nggak enak nih.
That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh, turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us.
Sus!
So,
Ketik sus guys,
will you
sus
at
banget
least
nih
hear us
orangnya.
out? Matsun and the rest are just upstairs.
Sus!
Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
Muka dua, goblok.
Okay, I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Sus.
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that?
Sus
How
dia
are we
fix.
supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
So that's pretty pathetic trap, but maybe ya kan. So that's pretty jebakan doang katanya. But maybe that really can give some info about Mikoshiba. Kayaknya ceweknya itu curiga. Sus, iya dia sus banget ini ya.
Fine, I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome.
Geli gua sama cewek gitu nih. Ayo, kita masuk ke kandang singa teman-teman ya. Kita masuk ke kandang singa dulu everybody. Panik. Kita lihat. Lari aja, lari. Salah gua. Oke. Masuk ke kandang singa tapi yang dijebak itu naga. Iya juga ya.
Here, Yagami-san. Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Aduh. Tuh kan sus kan? Wah Allah.
So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
That's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Liumon.
Yokohama Liumon?
Okay.
You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Liumon
Solo
name if I
versus
need
squad
to
nih,
handle
guys.
some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership?
What the hell?
You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
Alright.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
Oh my
You get
god.
it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Liumon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in
Ini
here?
sekolahan apa
Yagami-san?
anjir?
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh, yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's gang, now it's the Yakuza.
Gila nih
Keep
sekolahan
bringing adult
apaan
shit into
anjir?
this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Huh?
You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
Oh, siap.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down. Fuck him up.
Fuck him up. Woo! Let's go everybody. This is it. Hey, ini yang gue suka deh. Here we go. Come on, baby. Just little fish of shit. Satu versus squad, guys. Lemah kalian semua, ha? Aduh, sakit boy. Sabar ya. Sini. Mamam lo. Mati, udah. Cukup. Mau lagi?
My eyes.
Aduh.
Cheap shot.
Can't see?
Wah.
Got you now!
Anjing, mau dibunuh.
No, you don't.
Anjir, mau dibunuh cuy. Gila nih orang nih.
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah, he's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach.
My eyes are burning, at least my vision finally come back. Oke. Lawan lagi dong.
You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. I'm going for a smoke.
Sebat dulu katanya dia.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable little underlings.
Diajar nanti nangis. Iya, emang anak-anak kayak gini nih. I guess punk smoke and the days to the thing of the past. Okay. Always I need to ask Matsui and the other about Mikoshiba, so I'll catch them off guard this time. Okay. Oke, kita naik ke atas, guys. Kita pukulin lagi mereka, guys. Pukulin lagi, pukulin lagi. Pukulin lagi, pukulin lagi. Siap. Siap. Pukulin lagi, pukulin lagi. Pukulin mereka, gua minum dulu. Makan. Yah, melon cuma nambahnya segitu anjay. Yakisoba. Nah, yakisoba segini bagus nih. Ya, yakisobanya nambah segini doang. Dah. Oh ya, upgrade skill lupa gua. Udah 10.000 cuy. Mantap. Berarti boost attack level 1. Battle bonus, boost health. Tapi kita kebanyakan pakainya snake ya dari tadi ya. Knock out throw. Gain the chance to stun enemy on. Oke.
swift attack from quick attack with my stun enemy and also strike to prevent during. Oke, ini nih boleh deh. Move into grab and use the enemy as human shield to defend other enemy with guns. Oh, bisa nyandra sekarang. Overwhelming parry. Answer parry increase chance frighten enemy. Oke, nggak perlu. X finishing blow, sneak. To throw dan segitu banyak. Next push. Skip on following parry. Excellent twist. Grab enemy segitu low health. Oke. Harus di X boost. Apa ya? Kotak segitiga bulat while grab by enemy. Bisa di class counter, knock out throw. Gain. Oke, ini aja deh. Bonus health. Bonus health, gue mau health lagi aja kali ya, biar healthnya panjang ya. Abilities apa nih? Leapfrog strike, Quadrant wall jump, itu fury, burst attack, R2 at the low health, X burst dodge. Jarang sih low health sih gue. Tiger. Increase the effect of mortal reverse again boosts while apply to snake tower. Fight. The X goes will grow charge while your health is low. Jarang low sih. Udah simpan lagi aja kali ya. Increase sama grips. This skill make life easier. Ini kali kata life easier ya udah boost grip. Dah. The skill of the unlock, learn to how use in the form skill up. Apa tuh? Increase attack damage in tiger style while your health is low. Jarang sih low healthnya. Mungkin nanti kali ya. Udah max healthnya tadi udah tuh. Simpan lagi teman. Oke, Vic, grinding habis ini pas off stream pasti sih. Grindingin dikit lah. Taijutsunya build one hit. Ntar ya. Pilih dulu guys.
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
Ayo lah.
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked.
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down!
Oke. Gue bisa ganti.
Don't give me that smug look.
Let's go.
Oh, bisa loh. Aduh, kena gue. Nah. Nah. Nah, ini Sanji ya. Nah. Yes, kondayo. Sip. Mana lagi? Aduh, sakit boy, santai.
Santai, hah? Urus dulu yang kecil-kecil ya. Aduh, sabar. Sakit banget dia. Sakit cuy. Nih. Wah, sakit cuy. Aduh. Wanjir, apa tuh? Santai boy, santai boy. Aduh. Hai, mampus. Sini. Aduh. Nice. Woo! Let's go. Oh.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's
too good at this, man.
Aku kan macan guys tadi guys.
Hey.
Set.
You mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Hampir low HP. Iya, tadi gua kalau low HP gua langsung pakai health gua.
Ow! My shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
Gila.
Mikoshiba sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more for all of us.
Pelan-pelan lah mengerti ntar ininya. Kombo-kombonya ya.
So Mikoshiba was especially
bisa jadi sih Mikoshibanya ini.
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually. Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy. Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
Sawa-senseinya nih.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do.
Oh.
I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid.
Wait a minute. Si guru cewek tadi tukang bully juga, teman-teman. What the hell? Apa yang terjadi dengan sekolah ini, ha? Semua gurunya tukang bully kah? Atau jangan-jangan si Sawa Sensei ngebully temannya Mikoshiba, siapa tadi namanya? Mikoshiba, and then Mikoshiba diajarin cara ngebully, akhirnya Mikoshiba juga ikutan ngebully, semuanya ngebully, teman-teman. Ya?
I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
This is bro, Mikoshiba was bully, but Sawa-sensei did seem less than convincing with me.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? I'll have to press her on it.
Look for Sawa Sensei. Pantes chairman-nya takut. Oh, make sense juga ya. Pantes chairman-nya takut ya. Takut dibully juga gitu loh. Chairman-nya. Bukan karena ngomongin tentang intuisi sekolahnya bakalan rusak atau gimana gitu kan. Tapi takut juga dibully gitu kan. Dan makanya si Sawa Sensei juga ngerasa kayaknya dia nggak suka ada detektif di sekolah ini ya, maunya disuruh keluar terus gitu kan, pergi terus gitu kan. Dan mungkin kenapa si Sawa Sensei ini ngerasa, nggak tahu ini teori gue ya teman-teman ya, ngerasa dia tuh kan tadi pas yang awal-awal pas ada kasus pembulian tuh dia semangat banget kan, ini harus cepetan diusut lah bla 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 bla. Mungkin dia cuma berpura-pura supaya apa ya namanya ya, biar dia juga nggak ketahuan kayak gue ini seorang pembuli dulunya gitu loh, biar dikiranya nih orangnya baik gitu kan si Sawa Sensei-nya. Mungkin itu sih pikiran gue temen. Bang kalau berantem dipakai guard IVT. Oh iya tadi nggak apa namanya belum terbiasa guardnya. Biasanya langsung hajar aja tuh lah gue. Nanti dilatih lagi ya eventnya ya. Thank you. Sawa Sensei, where are you? Makan dulu guys, kroket. Wah. Sip. Oke, kita ke bawah ya. Ruangan guru di mana sih? Gue lupa. Bentar. Lantai berapa ya? Lantai 2. Alright. All circuit. Halo ibu, we need to talk. Ya Allah, ibunya nggak ada lagi.
Hi there. Has Sawa Sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
Waduh, meeting dia.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
Waduh.
Gotcha. Thanks.
A visitor for Sawa Sensei. Maybe she'll be busy for a good while. Okay. Itu sama sesuatu. So Sawa Sensei because she was bullied. Maybe she wasn't being honest with me before.
Suspicious.
Okay. Jadikan Silent Hill. Never seen this face before. At least it's not hero. Oh, bukan si Mikoshiba ternyata, guys. Siapa ini? Kita kira tadi awal Mikoshiba ya ini ya. Ternyata bukan, teman-teman. In this era, son, the boy who killed him. Ehara. For itu a picture of single random student on her desk. Apakah itu Ohara? Aduh, pusing banget gua. Oke, kita ke chairman office teman-teman ya. Jangan-jangan teori bermunculan.
Pardon.
What?
Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
Mikoshiba mati, Pak.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he?
Yes. Meninggal.
And it's just as I feared.
Tampangnya tampangnya berantakan banget ya. Oke. Chapter 3 kah? Ih, cepet amat chapter 2-nya. Chapter 2-nya cepet amat.
2 months ago, a young man named
Lanjut
Hiro
besok lah kalau gitu lah.
went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Oke. Hari ini masih ada jadwal stream lagi nggak, Bang? Nggak tahu nih, katanya Viano mau ngajakin gue main FIFA 2022. Kalau misalkan dia mau main, paling gue streaming lagi sih maleman ya. Oke, kita kelarin ini dulu bentar. Sampai kita udah bisa ngegerakin karakternya dan kita stop ya teman-teman ya. This article might be about Mikoshiba, but it's not reporting the identity of the corpse. Doesn't that mean the police are still withholding information? Their interview with Sansa seems to be taking an awful long time. Okay.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you?
Yes.
And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
Yes.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
Ngopi dulu lah kita, Mbak. Wah, kelarin ini dulu deh. Bentar, guys.
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here.
What?
I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba.
Tersangkanya aja nggak pernah tahu
He's
gitu
no
ya.
longer a missing person. That he's dead. and was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Are the police keeping Ehara a connection unraveled and facing this matter?
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ehara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ehara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
Oh, dia tahu.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ehara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ehara-san?
The court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get, but he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type.
Nah.
I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koda-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ehara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Siapa lagi Toshiro?
Everyone keeps saying Ehara's son, like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Toshiro.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Izazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
Oke, jam 9 malam kita bakal ketemu dia, teman-teman. Alright. Kita bakal tahu apa yang sebenarnya terjadi, ya, teman-teman ya. Berarti salah dong kita tadi ngertiinnya selama ini. Hah? Jadi yang anaknya Ehara itu bukan si Hiro Mikoshiba, tetapi Toshiro. Sebentar, gua catat dulu. Toshiro. Toshiro. Oke. Berarti yang Oke, I see. Pemain dan kasusnya belum diurus oleh kepolisian. Oke. That's it, guys. I think kita udahan dulu sampai di sini ya. Game ini tamat auto jadi sarjana. Hero itu yang mati dibunuh, Bang. Yang mati dibunuh, bentar. Kita iniin dulu, teman-teman. Gua harus update file gua nih. Jadi gimana, guys? Biar nggak salah nih. Gua soalnya agak agak ini nih, agak belibet nih. Gue mesti baca lagi nih. Jadi kan yang mati di awal Hiro Mikoshiba, ya kan? Mati dibunuh dia. Dibunuh. Dan disangka Ehara ditemukan mati. Ya, dan kasusnya belum diurus Toshiro, anaknya Ehara. Yang bilang Hiro Mikoshiba siapa coba? Anak si bapak beda lagi. Si Mikoshiba ini penyebab kematian
anaknya si bapak. Oke, berarti nggak ditemukan mati dong. Jadi gini nih ceritanya. Ntar gue catetin dari kan. Mikoshiba pembunuhnya, gitu kan? Atau penyebabnya. Nah, dan kasusnya belum nih. Oke. Hiro dibunuh, dia ngebully Toshiro, bapaknya Toshiro Ayara tahu duluan kalau Hiro dibunuh, makanya disangka balas dendam. Nah, itu dia benar. Hiro dibunuh, dia ngebully Toshiro. Gue ikutan mikir, kasusnya malah pusing, Bang. Harus dari awal ya soalnya, teman-teman ya. Ya udahlah, nanti gue jelasin lagi, gue bakal baca-baca lagi ya. Jadi nanti di next stream gue bakal jelasin semuanya, maksud dari chapter 1 dan chapter 2-nya ya. Biar nggak salah nih gue mengartikannya, oke? Harusnya tadi di awal itu gini Bang, Toshiro anaknya Ehara mati karena bully. Terus si Ehara ngesuspek kalau si Hiro itu penyebab dari matinya si Toshiro. Ya, itu benar. Oke Bang, thank you. Sama-sama. Besok tuh kan hari Jumat bakal streamingnya jam 8 malam lah ya. Kita bakal lanjutin lagi Lost Judgment-nya. Kalau bisa sih dapat satu chapter lah ya, satu chapter biar enak. Terus sorenya kalau bisa ntar gue bakal lanjutin lagi si Kena The Breeze of Forest-nya ya teman-teman. Breeze of Spirit ya. Sama-sama. Besok live stream lagi jam berapa Bang? Jam 8 malam ya teman-teman ya. Kita bakal lanjutin ini ya. Jam 8 malam insya Allah bakal kita lanjutin lagi. Nanti Bang Acit bakal bikin jadwalnya juga di YouTube. Literally ini berapa chapter? Biasanya sih cuma 5 chapter ya. Terakhir kalau nggak salah 5 deh. Gameplaynya tuh kalau namatin 40 jam. Ya 40 jam tamat. Dan kita udah berapa jam ini? Kita udah sekitar baru 5 jam. Berarti masih ada 35 jam lagi teman gameplaynya. Masih sangat panjang ya. Aduh. Miss a lot, but try to understand it. Thanks, sama-sama. Makasih Anggita, Karin makasih, Yuanda Purwa makasih. Rian, thank you, Alfadri, Adela, Fadlan, Christian, thank you semuanya. Rara juga terima kasih. Kita lanjutin lagi besok ya teman-teman ya. See you in the next stream. Stay safe, stay healthy. Gue cabut dulu teman. Thank you and bye bye.